Hey, hello everybody, this is Safraz, and I'm with the number one person with NHT Global, Joe Gracia, the global ambassador, the man behind the success of this $3 billion industry, which has completely become a global expansion. And it all happened from one small decision of believing in yourself. And this is where it all starts, and this is what this message is all about for the Indian market, where we are really going to be establishing ourselves in a very big way. So before we talk into the subject, I want you to have a questionnaire of a lot of leaders who definitely put it up to me, but I want to put these questions of yours to directly to Mr. to Joe Gracia. And let's ask him the first question is, Joe, sir, normally the questions I get from a lot of leaders is, they are not happy today building businesses which do not give them a substantial growth, and they get excited and they move to companies and they get hampered because they find that the leader promised them few things, the company promised them few things, the whole objective was to just get them into the business, but then they were being ripped off and they're being used into the system. So what's the major lookout for when they're getting started with any organization?
Number one rule, Safraz, number one rule is you have to have clarity on the vision for yourself and your family. What is your dream? So when I got started 25 years ago here with NHT, I had very much a clarity for my dream, why I was signing up, what I wanted to accomplish. I had my dream. I fell in love with my dream. What happens when you do that? 90% of the work is done. But if you are not very clear on your dream and you end up signing up with another company or another business, you're doing it backwards because now you're not invoking the powers of the universe, and you're more than likely going to make poor decisions without that guidance that you're going to get when you fall in love with your dream. So, a couple of things. When I got started, I was in love with my dream. Number two, I was 100% committed to the business and to my dream. I promised myself I would never quit. Really, really important, Surprise. Most people get in the businesses with one toe, two toes, dip their toes into the pool and never really make a commitment. We're going to see if it works. And with that type of mindset, you'll never be able to establish any type of long-term success. So those are really the three things that I focused on when I got started. It's basically made me unstoppable.
Wow. I think that's a beautiful vision for leaders to really get them plugged into the right
Yeah,
mindset.
yeah. And the reason why leaders, like you were mentioning, go from company to company or trying to get involved with companies that are massive momentum, whatever. What will happen when that company stops the momentum? Because it will happen. What happen? When people get addicted to when things are going great in businesses, momentum, and it's not logical in business to consistently be in momentum. The real leadership happens and your legacy happens when times are tough, when things are not as a momentum. What do you do then when you're challenged? And I think it's really important for business people when they make a decision, they have a dream, as I shared with everyone here, they have that commitment and they're loyal to that dream and to their team building. And when you do that, you're going to have and develop a long-term business.